Hola, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Serene Spirit and I'm glad to have you. And we're going to get into the video. Today's topic is of Capricorn's placements. We have for Mercury, Venus, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, etc. Only elevate, never let them break, never let them break, yeah. Never let them take, yeah. Never let them break, never let them break, yeah. This is for Capricorn, Mercury, and again, Mercury is your communication and intellect. So as a Mercury and Capricorn, we have these individuals of more so in positions of authority and leadership positions. They're very dependable, calculated, and the way that they think is very logical and rational, and as a Capricorn would be. It can be hard for them to connect with others because when they communicate, they can sometimes be carry that dictatorship in the way that they talk. But they are very patient, and the way that they go about things intellectually and conversational wise, because they're reserved, they're very careful as well. So that's for Mercury in Capricorn. Then next we have our Venus in Capricorn. So Venus is again about your love. So these individuals are very careful and cautious and reserved in love. Same across the board. They are, when they're in a relationship, they're loyal and dependent, still dependable in their relationships, even with their family, friends, children. They can fear putting themselves out there, so they are, like I said, are reserved, and they fear rejection, so they fear being rejected by someone that they love. When they do have someone that they love, friends, family, etc., they can be very possessive and jealous. These individuals, when it comes to love, they know how to separate their sexual desire and their feelings. So they can be detached in that way. Our Capricorn and Mars is again about how you assert yourself and your sex drive. The way that these individuals assert themselves, they can be very fierce and commanding in their energy. They have a strong ambition, and that can lead them, a lot of the times, most often, lead them into the light of the public eye. So they could become famous. These individuals, like I said, are fierce, commanding. Their energy and the way that they assert themselves can be magnetic, and they're very self-reliant. These individuals are very passionate when it comes to their sex drive, but they're not over the top and out with it, but they feel passion very deeply. But it just depends on the moment in time, how they are channeling their energy. So they may channel their energy at the moment if it calls for it to be very passionate with their sex drive. But if not, if they're not in their energy, they use their energy to assert it elsewhere, whatever the cause is needed for that time. So that's it for Mars. And next we have Jupiter for Capricorn. So Jupiter is about your luck and blessings again. Luck with a Capricorn comes from working hard. So nothing is just given to them freely, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. We didn't get into that placement yet, but Saturn rules discipline and hard work. So when it comes to Jupiter, a Capricorn's best luck would be coming from them putting in the work. They're the luckiest in the times where we're in the sun of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun. So all of the earth signs, whenever it's in an earth placement, sun sign, that's when these signs have the luckiest moments. So when it comes to Capricorn's finances and Jupiter, they budget down very, very, very well. I mean, down to a penny. So very frugal people. The luckiest careers for these individuals would be, because they're earth signs, anything dealing with earth, construction, real estate, etc. Okay, so next we have the Saturn. So like I said, Saturn does rule Capricorn, which Saturn represents commitment, discipline, and that's what Capricorn is all about. With this placement may have a lot of obstacles that are put in their lives throughout their whole life to help build them to be more self-sufficient. These individuals, they don't like to take advice a lot of the times, and they can kind of end up doing things, as they say, the hard way, versus someone telling them, they rather just learn from experience and do it the hard way. These individuals with the Saturn and Capricorn, they can have joint and knee issues or aches. So keep that in mind. And then as these individuals are growing up, they may come off as timid or shy. And then they learn eventually to grow out of that with the Saturn and Capricorn. So that's all for Saturn and Cap. We have next the Uranus and Capricorn. So Uranus is about your individuality again. So these individuals, they're very ambitious as a Capricorn already, but they have an inner will to succeed because of that ambition. They have a difficult time accepting the rule of others, and they may have unexpected shifts in their careers or their working environment. They have a fighting spirit, and they're very thoughtful, forceful, and they can have a great time with, or do very well with, organizing others and being in that leadership role. They are able to also see future trends and find a way to use that to work into their favor. So like, things that are always trending, like social media trends maybe. These individuals can see that and use it to their advantage and make it work for them to become more successful. And because of that, they are not really ones to want to stick with outdated ideas, because if it doesn't work for them anymore, they just rather go to the next thing so they can keep moving. Okay. Next, we have the Neptune in Capricorn. So in order to have a Neptune, anyone that has a Neptune in Capricorn was born between 1984 and 1998. So I do have that because I was born in 1994. So these individuals, when it comes to your Neptune, again, just check out my video for the birth chart placements descriptions. But for Neptune and Capricorn, these individuals born between 1984 and 1998. So Neptune and Capricorn, once they are committed to their purpose, they go through hell and high waters to make sure that they see it through, and they are thorough, and they are attention to detail. They are making sure they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's to make sure that they fulfill their purpose. These individuals can sometimes be inspired a lot of the times by previous generations' way of doing things, especially in the topics of science and medicine. I do find that sometimes I'm inspired a lot by the way that things were, more so in the previous generations. And that goes with anything like music, the cultures maybe at the time. I always say that I should have just been born in the 70s because I just love everything about it. And I was like, yeah. The big afros and all that. Yes. But yeah, these individuals also, because they are earth signs, they may find a way to, through medicine and science, replenish and bring the earth back to life. Last, we have the Pluto in Capricorn. So in order for you to have a Pluto in Capricorn, you have to have been born from 2008 to 2024. So we're currently in that placement. So with the Pluto in Capricorn, these individuals have a sense of responsibility. It's stressed through these individuals. This is a time where individuals with this placement come through a sign of, or a time where government is coming into a more secure and stable place. It's bringing more world order. This is also bringing a new world of consciousness. As you can see, more people are becoming more spiritual. So all of that has to do with this Pluto and Capricorn. And it's a big change and shift in consciousness. And that's going to be going on until 2024. So we're in 2020. So we have 4 more years of that shifting over. And also that's shifting us more into the age of Aquarius. Which, on that note, Aquarius will be next up for my Birth Chart Series 101. But that completes Capricorn placements. So comment below if it resonates with you, if you have any questions, whatever you like to see from me, just let me know in the comments. Check out the links below. I'll put down for the birth chart placements description if you need to check that out. And subscribe and stay tuned. Like I said, Aquarius, you're up next. So I'll be doing the placements for you guys. But you guys have a wonderful night, day. Stay safe and be blessed.